We're back courtside post-game in the legendary pit. Your post-game show brought to you by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. That's the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Lobos 102, Western New Mexico 63 is the final. We're courtside. We have Lobo head coach Richard Pitino. Coach Pitino, congratulations. A win over D2 Western New Mexico. And you were able to empty the bench. Did you feel like you accomplished what you wanted to tonight? And obviously getting the win first and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, these games are hard. I think they're necessary. But the biggest thing, like you said, was we were able to play guys who haven't played a lot of minutes. Whether it was Donovan at 24, Sebastian 16, Braden 20. So that was the best part about it. And it was a win. I mean, they're hard, and we obviously won by 49 points, so I'll take it.
I guess the question was, were you able to get anything out of this game? I mean, I guess it's a challenge, to play a Division II at this point in the season. But was there any takeaways? Yeah,
I think the biggest thing was those guys that haven't played a lot were able to get those minutes because it's just hard. I mean, our schedule, we've had some sneaky tough games, and obviously with Iona and San Francisco, it's going to be hard to do that. So you got to develop your bench. I really like all of our young guys. I think they're going to be really good. I think it was nice to see Sebastian out there, banging and getting his confidence back. The only guy I was hoping would get it back a little bit more is Javante. Right. He's in his head a little bit, but I just told him that stay the course. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah, and I thought Barima also got some quality minutes, able to score some buckets inside. And like you said, Coach, I think it all builds confidence. There was a time when you called a timeout, and I think you called Appelhans' number. It was a baseline jumper.
Yeah.
Was that specifically for him?
Yeah, I mean, he could really shoot. And he did some other good things. He seemed a little banged up, but your point about Barima, I mean, 11 and 8 rebounds in 11 minutes. Yeah. He plays really, really hard. If we get him consistently hitting those free throws, because that can be a bit of a adventure at times, that can help. He's got a great motor. He's quick to the ball. He blocks shots. He's really got a good knack for some offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Nice to see both of the walk-ons get in. Mac Montanarez gets his first points as a Lobo, and Safi Fino-Alisov gets his first points of the season. That was really cool. You got him about 3 minutes of court time there at the end.
It was great, yeah. And Josiah came in and he goes, hey, I know it's your program, but can we put in Mac and Safi early? I said, I want to get to 100 first, then we'll put him in. But it was great to get those guys some time. So, I mean, again, a great crowd for a Division II opponent. I've said it over and over again.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night. You don't get that in a lot of places. So proud of our fans. I think the momentum is slowly building. It's been a weird non-conference where we've had our two kind of signature wins come with big breaks after. So we'll get these crowds back. Our fans are awesome.
Yeah. How about Donovan Dent? I mean, the adjective that Hunter used today was smooth. I mean, 12 and 7, 12 points, 7 assists, just 1 turnover, 25 minutes. He just keeps getting more and more comfortable, and I know this wasn't the level of opponent that St. Mary's was, but wow, the freshman, it just keeps impressing, doesn't he?
He's a really good player. He was the top high school guy that when we got the job, we said, that's the one we need. He's from a winning program. He's from an area we really want to recruit. So he's just got a great pace to him. He never gets rattled. He just plays under control, and he's obviously an elite passer.
You mentioned Johnson, maybe in his head a little bit, not shooting it the way we saw last year, 45% three-point shooter. He hit one late in the final minutes. I mean, do you think it's possible that, maybe
I hope so. I was trying to draw up some plays for him to make some threes, make some shots. He's clearly, they all want to play well. It doesn't mean they're selfish, but he does so many other things, and you hate for him to put the value of put the ball in the basket as him being successful, because he does have so many intangibles. But we've all played. We all want the ball to go in the basket. So hopefully he'll get out of that funk. We keep telling him to shoot it. I mean, I'm not going to pull him for missing shots. Now, if you take bad shots, I will, but keep taking good shots.
I'll tell you, if everybody plays with the intensity that Josiah Alec plays, and he's diving on the floor in a 40-point game in the second half, and Hunter's just holding his breath.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
No doubt.
You'd love to have 15 guys that go at it like that.
They all, for the most part, play pretty hard. And that's not certainly we want as a coaching staff our guys to play hard, but they're all just competitors. They've got some good grit, some toughness to them. They love to play. They showed great maturity this game, really in the first half too. I thought, like I said, I think we all know these games can be challenging, but to be businesslike, and when you see one of your teammates doing that, everybody else follows suit.
Okay, you've got Saturday, Monday coming up. Games Saturday and Monday, maybe a day off tomorrow. Then how do you get them ready for 2 and 3 days?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's day off tomorrow, and then turn the page to UTSA. You know, I mean, it's just one game at a time. Obviously, San Francisco, that's a one-day prep. Very grateful that Eddie and Dave helped us out to be able to play that game. But we just take it one day at a time. You know, and we're fortunate to be 8-0. We really like the direction of the program, but we still got a long race to run. And so we're just trying to take it day by day.
There's a dozen D1s unbeaten coming into tonight, Coach. Keep it rolling. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Coach.
Lobo head coach Richard Pitino, our guest here post-game. We're courtside in the pit. We come back after the timeout. More from the legendary pit. The Lobos, winners over Western New Mexico. Final score, 102-63 on the UNM Sports Radio Network. 17 seconds left. Lobos have it. Western applies some full court pressure. Here goes Donovan Dent. One-man press break. Whips it right corner. Appelhans three.
Yes! Was excited for you, man.
Braden Appelhans with the triple. Appelhans with a career best 5 points, career best 5 rebounds, and that 3 ball you just heard, our play of the game. Braden Appelhans joins us post-game courtside on the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino post-game show. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. Lobos 102, Western New Mexico 63. Braden, congrats on the win. Congrats on the performance tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
How did it feel out there tonight?
It was great. First time playing in front of fans for a long period of time. It was awesome.
Nice. And you guys had a little break, like a full week before this one. The preparation, how did that go, and how did you see it play out tonight on court?
It went good. We really got after each other for the whole week. Then we prepared the last 2 days. Thought we played pretty well.
I want to know how it feels to knock down that baseline jumper. Man, it looks good. You were comfortable, had your feet set. You feeling good? I mean, you've been, 8 college games so far. Mm-hmm. How you feeling? You
feels
like
good.
Yeah.
Adjusting still a little bit, but
what's the biggest adjustment?
The speed and how big everyone is. Yeah.
Second career triple, though. The shooting part, does it feel the same, though?
A little bit. I feel like I'm rushing it a little bit, but once I get settled, I'll be all right.
Go ahead. Is that the speed? Just like how fast things are moving, you feel like you're rushed a little?
A little bit, yeah.
And then how do you practice, shooting faster? Or, Yeah,
that's what I'm really working on right now.
And the comfort level starting to come?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really just been getting comfortable every time that he puts me in. Just the nerves are getting settled, so yeah.
Well, one of the all-time great shooters in high school basketball history in Missouri. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why you're sitting here with us, right?
Yeah, probably.
No doubt.
Give the fans a little window into what that high school career was like. Like what stood out for you? Give us a couple of memories.
There's a lot. Sorry, let me think. Pretty much every time I got the ball, was going up every time.
So where did you score most of your points? Was it from behind the arc, or did you get to the line a lot? Or
that and probably mid-range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I remember talking to him the first time. You worked really hard on your mid-range, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was that? Where did that come from?
Victor Williams. That's my trainer back home. We work out all the time when I'm back home. He's the main reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
Is it mostly catch one, dribble, and rise, or a lot of stuff more on ball, pull up type stuff? What do you work on?
We do off the catch. We do off the ball screens. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, step backs. We just do it. We do it all.
Everybody sees you got your thumb wrapped. The first time it happened, give the fans an idea what happened and how does it feel these days?
So I have a torn ligament in my left thumb.
Those take a long time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
I've had those.
For the first couple months, it would hurt really bad, but these last few weeks I haven't really been noticing it as much, and it's getting better.
So because you're trying to play with it, it's probably going to take a long time for it to heal, huh?
Yeah, because I have a splint on every time I play, like this big, hard calf splint. So at first it was pretty difficult to catch the ball.
That's your left hand. You're left-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably makes it hard to shoot, too.
Yeah.
Did you have to get the feel of shooting with that on there?
Mm-hmm. It took me probably about a month and a half to really get my rhythm back.
Wow, that's tough. I guess when it comes off, it's going to feel different again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to find the rhythm again.
Probably.
Well, fun to see you out there tonight. Nice knocking down your second triple as a Lobo, and career night for you. Congratulations,
Awesome.
young man.
Thank you.
Good job.
Braden Appelhans, our guest here postgame. We got to take our final timeout. We come back on the other side. We wrap it up. Lobos 102, Western 63 of the UNM Sports Radio Network. Back courtside for a final time on your Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino post-game show, winning entertainment, simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. The Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. And a reminder, fans, if you haven't yet downloaded the Lobo Sports app, get it today. It's presented by Nucenda. It's free. Find it in the Apple Store and the Google Store. Download it now and go Lobos. You'll love it. Lobos 102, Western New Mexico 63 is the final. The Lobos improved to 8-0, their first 8-0 start in 10 years when the Lobos went 12-0. The Lobos won 29 games. The Lobos won the Mountain West Tournament Championship, and the Lobos went on to the NCAA Tournament. Heartbreaking defeat, first round to Harvard. Lobos 102, Western New Mexico 63 is your final. Okay, it is time for our Theta Point Defensive Play of the Game. Quest down the rail. He's rejected by Udeze at the rim. That is Morris Udeze with a block shot. Your Theta Point Defensive Play of the Game brought to you by Theta Point. Make cybersecurity a team sport. Add Theta Point to your team to increase your defensive posture. Morris Udeze is our Theta Point Defensive Player of the Game hunter with a game-high 3 blocked shots. Mo was the master of the rim tonight on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I mean, they had no answer. Mustangs couldn't stop him. He was a man amongst boys, and yeah, I mean, it was to be expected because, I mean, he is their leading scorer, and he's dominating the paint these days.
Indeed, and he dominated the rim on the defensive end. Your Theta Point Defensive Play of the Game and your Theta Point Defensive Player of the Game, Lobo Post, the graduate transfer from Wichita State, Morris Udeze. Okay, finally, our joint chiropractic adjustment of the game. Brought to you by The Joint, the official chiropractor of UNM Athletics. And, Hunter, it was the way that the Lobos utilized the bench. You know, when you look back to Wednesday last week, when the Lobos won at St. Mary's, 9 played, but really it was a 7-man rotation primarily that won that game on the road to get to 7-0. Well, tonight, to get to 8-0, the Lobos were able to empty the bench and divvy up the minutes, and we had a season-high performance from multiple players tonight. That was the difference tonight.
Yeah, and that was the adjustment. I mean, being able to have those guys who are your bench players get minutes because, like Coach said, he's not going to be able to play, more than 9 guys, really, once conference play begins.
The Lobos finished with 5 3-point field goal makes. That's 5 donations, courtesy of Western Sky Community Care in the Western Sky Buckets for Bucks and Hunger campaign. Some final numbers: 17 points for Mashburn Jr., 18 for Mo Udeze, 11 for KJ Jenkins, 12 for Donovan Dent, and 11 for Barima Sek. Josiah Alec with a game-high 13 boards to go with his 7 points. Jalen House had 8 points and a team-high 7 assists along with Dent. Dent 12 points, 7 assists. The Lobos also got 6 points from Forsling and 3 points from Javante Johnson on a late triple, Fino Aliself, and Manzanares with 2 points apiece. Braden Appelhans, our post-game guest, had 5, a career high. Both he and Barima Sek career highs. 5 points for Appelhans, 11 for Sek. So the Lobos are 8-0, and now UTSA comes to town on Saturday, huh?
Yep. 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock tip?
Yeah. I mean, it's we're back on schedule now. We got how many? 3 games in a week?
Yep. So the game Saturday, 2 p.m. here at the Pit. Once you hear, to make it difficult on the Roadrunners, our airtime 1:30 with the Lobo Basketball pregame show. Tip time 2 p.m. New Mexico and UTSA from the Pit on Saturday afternoon. And then the Lobos travel Sunday, and they play Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Mountain, the game that was added against USF at Mandalay Bay. Can't wait for that one as well. But we'll see you in the Pit on Saturday at 2 p.m. Partner, thanks so much.
1:30.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
Be back.
1:30 airtime, 2 p.m. tip, Lobos and UTSA. For my broadcast partner, Hunter Green, I'm Robert Portnoy. A huge thank you to our producer and engineer in our studio tonight. She did a fantastic job, Stephanie Griffin. That'll do it for us for tonight. And your final score for the final time as we put a ribbon on a Lobo win over Division II Western New Mexico. The Lobos have won 19 straight now. Yep, 19 in a row when they take on a D2 opponent in the regular season. The Lobos knock off Western New Mexico. 102-63 is the final. UNM is 8-0 for the first time in 10 years. So, everybody, this has been Lobo Basketball on the UNM Sports Radio Network.
You have been listening to New Mexico Lobos Basketball. This exclusive presentation of Lobo Basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.